Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Purpose and Profit. I am joined by the amazing Iva Norris. Iva joins us today in Chicago. She buys all over Texas and she has over 20 years of creative real estate experience. Not only does she have this experience, but she is pouring into other women. She has SheOwns, which is her educational platform, teaching women how to do creative real estate. And then she has Restory, which is where she helps domestic sexual abuse victims claim back their power and move forward with strength. Iva, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. It's Iva Manda.
Oh, I'm
Okay, I'm Brazilian. It's fine. And the pronunciation is different. So I say thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you, especially just after coming back from Monterrey, right? In this amazing retreat with our club. So was awesome. So yeah, I'm all yours.
Yeah, so tell me, Eva, how you got started in your real estate space.
Okay, so I started real estate like over 20 years ago. I was in Brazil and I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Uh, Everybody else, right? So, and then I got inspired. I said, oh my gosh, that's the best thing. I want to do it. And when I married my American husband in Brazil and then moved to United States in Atlanta, Georgia. That is when I saw infomercial saying, "Hey, buy properties without money," and I said, "Perfect! That's exactly what I was looking for." And after joining Real Estate Investor Association, local like Georgia area, and that is when everything started. And I just followed the directions of this course, went to every single free course that they had in Georgia area, and 3 years later had bought over 28 properties, all creatively. So worked.
It did work. That's incredible. What is your favorite exit strategy with your properties?
I love to help families that cannot qualify for traditional loan by being the bank for them. So I know that there's a huge population in America that cannot qualify for a traditional loan. And I love the fact that I go out of my way to help them to get their homes. And I'm so happy and excited because I have helped hundreds of families. And my Mount Everest is to help 500 families for the next 5 years to buy their properties by being the bank for them. So yes, I'm excited about it.
That's beautiful. And you do that in Texas primarily?
I can do all over America. I have in other states as well, but right now I'm doing in Texas. Yes.
That's amazing, especially with all of the escrow increases.
Mhm.
Um, Properties in Texas don't make a lot of sense for traditional investing, but they're beautifully make sense for, buyers that, like you said, would not normally qualify for regular lending. That's amazing. Okay, so tell me about. I'm very interested in your Restory and how that got started, and kind of your passion project in that.
Yeah, so I started Restory, and that's not long ago. So it was in September last year that I went to a seminar with Clever Investor in Florida. And that is when I got the call to do what I'm doing now with helping survival sexual abuse. And it's a journey, right? You cannot do it if you don't have a call for it and if you don't have a high power helping you. Some people call God, Jesus, or universe. So I call God. And for the call from God, I decided to help these women because myself, I survived of sex abuse when I was a child. So I, I there's so many women out there. So it's just like uh, four in every, um, I'm not sure how many it is, but like every four women had suffered sexual abuse. So it's huge. And a lot of us stay there because of shame and fear, just don't say anything and they don't know. And I didn't know that this is a poison that you have inside of you because if you don't take it out, you'll continue damage your life and your health So it's already study saying that people that have trauma, they have like chronic disease and a lot of things that they carry for life without be able to live the full potential that they have the right for, right? So, and I have been going through the process, and of course, long in advance because before I couldn't even talk about, right? So now imagine I can teach others. So my Restory program is like 13-week program where I take the girls over as a group very small, 4 to 8 women that we go through these 13 weeks, and it's Bible based. We go through this book that I love, and that's when I was introduced to the healing of the trauma with Shelter from the Storm, and that is the book that I used to go through with my girls. And I already started the program like 5 weeks ago, and it's amazing to see the progress of these girls. Oh my gosh, I'm saying girls, but they go from like 30s to 60s, and but to me they're all girls, right? You all are always going to be girls. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And she owns, and it's very interesting that I had this vision of create she owns to help women to how to say become financially free by buying properties without have to use their own money. And but the real purpose of she owns is to come forward at the end of every training to talk about real story and hope that women there that went through the trauma come forward and ask for help. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So the girls that I'm helping today with the 13-week program, they all came from She Owns.
That's
So,
beautiful. And I find that in this space, as women, we try to claim this independence, we try to claim this freedom. And a lot of it is because we all come from trauma based backgrounds,
mhm,
and real estate is this perfect ability to grab hold of your freedom, and the sky is the limit, and you're merging these two worlds, and not only helping women work through their trauma, get provided support, like as you're trying to go through all of that, you can feel like you're on an island and that no one understands what you're going through. And you have all of these emotions. And so I imagine your small, intimate groups provide this support as you're going through that. And then you're giving them the tools to gain that power, to gain that freedom. It's inspiring. It's beautiful.
thank you so much. I'm very excited about this as well. And my goal with my Mount Everest to help 500 families, and with the recourse that I'm going to be able to make with the cash flow for this achievement of helping families, uh, I'm going to be able to get like $250,000 monthly cash flow after helping these families. And what I'm going to do, I want to travel the world helping women to recuperate and reclaim their power and rewrite their story. So that's my biggest goal.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. So how does anyone first get involved with Restory? How can they connect with you and support your vision in this?
Yeah, if they come to my social media and Facebook, Instagram, and also I can just go ahead and book a time with me, meetwithiva.com, too easy. Don't forget this with I. Meetwithiva.com, and then I'll be happy to introduce what we do. And if it's a good fit for you, you can come and join us. And of course, it's a non for profit. Even She Owns and Restory, we are here to help and support women to empower them, right? The best possible manner we can. So yeah, real estate is my passion. Real estate is my passion, but help women is even bigger. And of course, I told you about the Mount Everest, right? What was the highlight, the best thing that happened there? And again, it's very interesting that in the environment of real estate development gathering, that is when God comes and touch me. And bring one more level to help these women, even help myself, right? Because we believe in God, but a lot of us, we don't really know what does that mean. So, and be intimate with God and follow their lead, especially us with trauma, right? We learn since earlier in age that we have to survive, we have to fight, we have to be strong, and we have to do things that, to to how you say, to overcome all the challenges that comes to us. And then we believe that we are the ones to have the power to do everything. And that's very interesting that I found out that no, I have to give up my power to let God guide me. So I have to surrender and just let him do what he wants us to do. And that's exactly my encounter that I had in Monterey this past week. So I'm very excited for the next chapter of my life. And you know what? It's so much easier to just let God lead. Oh my gosh, it's amazing because now I don't have to struggle anymore. I don't have to make all the decisions. I don't have to make things happen for myself, right? Because God is in the command and He knows what is best for us. And I'm accepted and I surrendered.
And those are powerful words, and those are it's something actually I've probably been struggling for about the past year. It's just that ability to surrender and have that faith that everything will be as it should be. Um, and so that's a beautiful place that you've arrived at, and I think that it probably takes a constant reminder, because sometimes we pivot into that fear space that we can control something, or that and so that constant reminder of I actually do a lot of journaling regarding that, like when I'm having a fear, or when I'm trying to process something emotionally, I use verses so that I can see the truth, because the reality is, like you said, we can't carry all of the things. We
Yes,
need him to get us through.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
so
I
it's
love that. Everything we do it for Him.
that's right. That's amazing. So how can someone help you in your real estate space? How can someone help and work with you and support you on your properties that you're purchasing to help other families?
Yeah, so that's a very good question because to be able to reach so many people, we are developing a website to bring this family forward to tell what they want, where they are, how much they have for down payment, how much they can afford per month. So then we turn around and go find them these properties. So all real estate agents out there that have buyers that cannot qualify for traditional loan, they tried and they failed, send it to us, and then we will surely help these families to get their homes. Yeah, real estate agents, um, brokers, agents that they try to pre-qualify these clients that they failed, send it to us. Then we're gonna be able to help. And of course, all these agents, they're gonna get paid their commission because that's what we do. We take care of professionals helping us to achieve our goals of helping these families. And of course, families that are looking to purchase a house and cannot qualify for traditional loan, just come forward. We have space for you. That's what I need.
That's amazing. Well, Eva, thank you so much for your time today. Is there anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Thank you so much, Amanda. Yes, I just wanted to shout out for people out there that think that they have to do everything on their own and they are struggling because the only reason we have struggles because we try to do things on our own power, and we don't have that power. Our God has that power to help us, and there's no reason for us to continue trying to do on our own. And it's a lot easier when God is in command, and incredible things happen when you let that God lead. So, and that happened since September when I started this journey with God, accept His call to help women. And it's very interesting that God said, hey, when I was struggling, say, hey, I can't do that. It's too heavy. It's too much. God said, just do this one thing for me, and all the rest will be provided. I believed it, and it's happening. That's what I have to say.
Yes. And what is it they say? God does not call the equipped, He equips the called. And you are definitely called in this space and helping. I imagine you'll help hundreds of women over the next few years. And that's amazing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Amanda. Very inspiring. You're awesome.
Yes. No, thank you for your time today. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you too. Take care.